Hi, Delusiondispeller back again to talk more about the defense mechanisms. Compensating. An abuse victim that's an adult may try to make it up to you when they do something that is offensive. So if they just got done screaming and yelling at you, they may bring you flowers or candy or gifts or do your dishes or whatever to compensate so that they don't have to feel that guilt of having just hurt you. Um, they might have displaced aggression where they're angry about what happened to them, but instead they're screaming at their children, they're screaming at their dog, at your dog, they're screaming at you, they're punching holes in walls. I had an ex-boyfriend that used to punch holes in walls. Anytime he got frustrated, bam, right through the wall. Very dangerous people to live with, for sure. Thankfully, I didn't live with him for long. Um, and that was back when I was 18, so it was quite a while ago. But yeah, they might come in and kick the dog, they might smack the cat, they might do anything to take out aggression rather than dealing with it and admitting that they have a problem. Escapism, this is a big one for trauma victims. They go into their imagination. They will try to imagine pleasant things versus trying to work things out with you in a current discussion. So you may see this big grin on their face when you're talking about something really serious, something that's really serious to you. Maybe you had an argument over something that's really important, like a burial plot for your aunt or something like that, that really should not be joked about, but he's sitting there with a big grin on his face, or she is. And it's like their moods don't match up with the circumstances because they're pretty much just fantasizing and escaping in their mind so they don't have to deal with unpleasant discussions and feelings. Sarcasm, rude jokes. Sarcasm is a big one for abuse victims. I know some people that have like a nervous laughter because they don't want to deal with their issues. So they use sarcasm and joking instead of dealing with issues. Idealizing, you're all good, you're all bad once you fall off the pedestal, though. If you're idealized, somebody thinks you are their bestest friend in the world, you are the most intelligent person. I've had this happen many, many times. Actually, YouTube people have done this to me where they just thought, oh, Delusiondispeller, you're just great. And then I say something they disagree with, and they're like, I don't know why I ever watched your channel. I've unsubscribed. It happens. Oh, well. I don't lose sleep over it. I forgive the people, or maybe I said something that hurt them and I didn't mean it. And it just happens. I mean, we're humans and we make mistakes, and we might say things that we stand for that other people don't agree with. It just, you can't please everybody. That's just how it is. Um, so idealizing is you're all good until you mess up and fall off your pedestal. Then you're terrible slime, scum of the earth. Reaction formation is another one. What reaction formation is that the abuse victim sees what the abuser was like and decides they are never going to be like that. So if the abuser is a smoker, the abuse victim grows up and says, I'm not touching cigarettes. I'm going to lobby against cigarettes. I'm going to make sure cigarettes are never smoked in the restaurant where I work. I'm going to smash every pack of cigarettes that I see. That's called reaction formation. They form this really strong attitude and decision based on not wanting to be anything like their abuser. And cigarettes isn't the only thing. It could be anything. It could be the way the abuser dressed. If the abuser wore turtlenecks. I hate turtlenecks. I'm going to turn all my turtlenecks into V-neck sweaters, you know? So something like that. Okay. Regression is another one. Regression means that your adult abuse victim, your mate, your partner, turns back into the child who was abused at that age. So you may be married to, say, a 35-year-old man who's acting more like a 9-year-old boy. And you'll see it very definitely. He'll have temper tantrums. He'll pout. He'll complain like a child would. You know, it's no fair. I didn't get the bigger piece of bread. You gave it to her. I mean, stuff that's really odd to see in an adult. And I've seen this. It's very, very strange. But it does happen. And it's part of being abused and being stuck kind of at that age and that maturity level in certain ways. Okay, stay tuned. I got some more. Thanks.